Science fiction has given us some truly massive ships, some the size of cities, others the size of nightmares. In this video, we'll dive into the most gigantic spaceships ever seen in sci-fi, from the towering titans of Star Wars and Warhammer 40k to the mind-bending constructs of Halo and beyond. Buckle up, because we're going big. Really big. First up, we have Leviathan from Destiny. The Leviathan is a massive Cabal space vessel which previously served as the personal pleasure craft for the exiled Emperor Kahless and his loyalists. It's the setting of Leviathan and Crown of Sorrow raids, as well as the Eater of Worlds and Spire of Stars raid lairs. The former takes place exclusively within the palace atop the ship, whereas the latter takes place deep within its interior and around the towers situated on the top of the ship respectively. The ship is around 600 miles long, which is pretty damn huge. On number 14, we have Damarong from Xenosaga. The Damarong is the headquarters of Vector Industries, and a massive colony that harbors the Vector Corporation's primary buildings. Vector's first, second, and third R&D divisions are headquartered on the Damarong. At the very top of the pyramid-like structure in the center of the ship is Wilhelm's private office, where the Compass of Order is located. At 620 miles long, it's so large that it could be considered an artificial planet. It carries on the Rhine Maiden, a devastating large-scale anti-Gnosis weapon, and millions of photon torpedo tubes. The mech Joshua is also the main generator of the Damarong. Next, we have the Craft World from Warhammer 40k. Since we're not covering anime, animated movies, and even comics, you'll see a lot of ships from Warhammer 40k, which actually makes sense. Craft worlds are vast crafts populated by Eldar. They travel through the void of space at sublight speeds, carrying the greater remnant of the Eldar race after the fall of their civilization. Each craft world is a self-sufficient, independent realm with its own culture, and is capable of housing tens of millions. Craft worlds are, in many ways, living entities, powered by psychic energy from their infinity circuit and responding in an organic way to the stimuli of psychic forces. We don't really have an actual size of it, but it's said to be about the size of a planet. At number 12, we have the Fulpes Barons class, which is a Zentradi mothership, introduced in the Super Dimension Fortress Macros television series. A vessel so large, it's better classified as a moon or a large asteroid than as a spacecraft. The Fulpes Barons class is the colossal mothership of the Spiral Nebula-armed Central Fleet, also known as the Bodol Main Fleet. At over 870 miles in height, the Fulpes Barons commands a fleet of 4,795,122 Zentradi warships. Inside the mothership, thousands of Zentradi warships can be docked and resupplied. Next up, we have the Almighty from Destiny. The Almighty was a colossal vessel said to be the life's work of Dominus Gaul. It was thousands of times larger than the standard Cabal warships and carriers, possibly even larger than Oryx's Dreadnot, rivaling the diameter of Mercury in width. Following the conquest of a star system by the Red Legion, the Almighty would be sent in to extract whatever resources it could from the system and then completely annihilate it. The ship is said to be around 2,200 miles wide, which is pretty damn huge if you ask me. Now that we've entered the top 10, the ships will just keep getting bigger and bigger. At number 10, we have the Dreadnot from Destiny again. The Dreadnot is the capital ship of the Hive God King Oryx, who killed his worm god and used a portion of his corpse to bind his throne world to it, making it mobile and easy to defend. It was brought to the solar system to enact Oryx's revenge for his son Crota. The Dreadnot has a single massive engine and generates unknown energy. If the engine is destroyed, the blast from the ship would destroy the entire solar system. This ship is slightly bigger than the Almighty, and the fact that it works on solar energy doesn't really make any sense. But anyway. Next up, we have the Harvester Mothership. The Harvester Mothership is a massive spaceship, used to strip planets of their resources and commanded by a Harvester Queen. One mothership was used by a Harvester Swarm and their queen to attack Earth during the War of 2016. The mothership moves at a steady pace and is surprisingly fast for its size. It can travel from Saturn to Earth in just 3 seconds. It also displays powerful deflector shields to push away objects, including the debris of the 1996 mothership and fighters. The ship's length is over 3,000 miles, which is significantly bigger than Dreadnot and the Almighty. After the Harvester Mothership, we have something more from the anime universe, the Super Galaxy Gurren Lagann, which is a colossal battleship-type gunman akin to the Ark Guran, which first appeared in the prologue of the first episode before being formally introduced near the end of the third part of the series. It's the transformed version of the Spiral flagship Super Galaxy Dai Guran. Originally, it was called the Cathedral Terra, and it was Lord Genome's flagship against the Anti-Spirals. In the past, until Lord Genome was turned to the will of the enemy and was made King of Earth. The Super Galaxy Gurren Lagann was about 4,000 miles. At number 7, we have the Celuran Ark from Doctor Who, which was a massive starship about the same width as Canada, built by the ancient Silurian civilization in their final days. It was designed to preserve their species as their society faced extinction. The large, roughly spherically shaped craft was able to hold thousands of crew in hibernation pods and an entire self-contained ecosystem for animals to thrive. A computer system allowed easy access to information and included a teleport system to any area of the ship. Since the width of Canada is around 4,300 miles, the ship is about the same. At number 6, we have the Alpha Link from Max Steel Reboot. The Alpha Link was a planet-sized ship created and used by Makino to assist him and his armada in their goal of absorbing and expanding. It was powered by turbo energy and was used to conquer countless planets and civilizations. It presumably served as the home of the Ultralinks and was operated by Megalinks. It debuted on Dread Ascent. The Alpha Link possessed the ability to link with planets, enveloping them with its massive armored plates and deploying a central drill-like weapon to extract their energy, effectively consuming them. This process allows Makino to assimilate entire civilizations, expanding his empire. I know you won't believe me, but Alpha Link is over 10,000 miles. Next up, we have the Great Daruma. These anime folks really take it too far. Featured in Tenchi Muyo GXP, the Great Daruma, or Great Daruma, was the headquarters and flagship of the Daruma Pirate Guild, led by General Daruma. According to the obsessions of the general, it is shaped like a red Daruma doll. The Great Daruma is a gigantic planetary-class ship. In the anime, it's depicted as having a belt of planets orbiting it. The true size and capacity of it is not described, but the reception which accompanied it for a while was described as having a capacity of about 300 million inhabitants, and as being the size of a small moon, but was dwarfed by its host. Considering this, the Great Daruma has a diameter of over 12,000 miles. Next up, we have the Magog world ship. The world ship is an artificial megastructure of planets, built by the Magog and the Spirit of the Abyss. It's galactically nomadic and goes through the cosmos, consuming all worlds in its path. The world ship is less a single planet as it is several hollowed worlds connected with a large structural beam, the primary power source for the whole structure. One world is entirely made to be a cannon that fires point singularity torpedoes, and it seems the structure is nigh indestructible. And even if you fire a nova bomb at the sun at its core, the Spirit of the Abyss will absorb the stellar nova and eventually the ship will produce a new star through hydrogen fusion. Since it's a network of multiple planets, you can just imagine how huge it actually is. Next up, we have the Ashtanga from Gurren Lagann. We finally have entered the top 3, and things are definitely getting spicy. Ashtanga are anti-spirals battleships, used to both defend their space and attack spiral races if the Mugan fail. Shaped like enlarged thumbs, they're surrounded by black arms and several gray Buddha-like faces supporting a green jewel in each forehead, with the exception of the main head who has 3. Each one has a probability negation shield, an ability to hide in subspace and to fling planets by unfolding their multiple arms. They can also open their mouths and emit a moaning scream to catch larger opponents, like the recently formed Super Galaxy Gurren Lagann, off guard in order to fire tooth-shaped, probability-altering missiles in a seemingly endless barrage. These ships are over 44,000 miles long. It makes sense that the Super Galaxy Gurren Lagann looked like a midget in front of it. At number 2, we have another entry from the anime universe, the Ark of Destruction, from the spaceship of Yamato. The Ark of Destruction, nicknamed the White Comet, and sometimes referred to as Gatlantis Empire, or Gatlantis by the Earth Federation, was an Archelian Ark, which served as the mobile headquarters of the Gatlantis Empire, and the home of Great Emperor Zworder's court. The Ark was made up of a massive castle tower that was much taller than the diameter of the Earth. It had 20 glowing red eyes located in the upper section of the tower on its front and back. The Ark could only be controlled by a human, and for the duration of Gatlantis Empire's history. Its pilot was Chief Minister Sifar Sabera. Its length is over 87,000 miles, which is really out of this world and defies logic. And the largest ship on this list is the Chaos Ruinstorm Fortress from Warhammer 40k. It shouldn't be a surprise for you that a spaceship from Warhammer 40k is on this list. The Ruinstorm Fortress, often called the Daemonic Fortress of the Ruinstorm, is a colossal chaos stronghold erected in real space at the heart of the galaxy-spanning warp storm during the Horus Heresy. Engineered by Lorgar and unleashed by Erebus on the World Bearers Legion, the fortress served both as a physical bastion anchoring the warp phenomena and as a seat of darkness from which demonic forces poured into isolated Imperial worlds. Its walls bristled with immense gun emplacements and warp-powered sorceries, designed to repel loyalist fleets and to channel demonic entities. Ultimately, the fortress collapsed following the Battle of Piran, its central gate destroyed by the loyalist ships, allowing Imperial forces to breach the Ruinstorm and reach the pivotal system of Davin, thus undermining Horus's isolation strategy. That's it, folks. Now you can check this other cool video about the biggest spaceships in the Star Wars universe. Click on the video that's appearing on your screen to see it. Go ahead, click it.